most hated man in the world, Donald Trump's unlikely rise to victory. Donald Trump, known for his outspoken personality, lavish lifestyle, and business empire, has long been a controversial figure. From boasting about his wealth to starring in The Apprentice, Trump's unapologetic style and history of scandals, including multiple divorces and accusations of misconduct, made him a target of intense criticism. Many asked, why vote for him? Are they insane? Yet, despite all the hate, he secured a decisive victory in the 2024 presidential election. How did this happen? Trump's journey from a highly criticized businessman turned politician to a two-time president is a story filled with drama, redemption, and political maneuvering. He was often described as polarizing, but many Americans disillusioned by the previous administration saw him as the most capable person for the role.
Donald Trump is a major deal maker, and he has made his money mainly from Manhattan real estate.
Trump. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
While progressive ideas were welcome, the past 4 years under Democratic leadership left many frustrated. Today, I will share why many critics shifted their supports, why Americans voted for him, and why you should consider trusting your new president whether you like it or not. At the start of the Trump's political journey, many well-known politicians were vocal about their disdain for him.
Donald Trump is here tonight. He certainly would bring some change to the White House.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
His brash attitude, wealthy background, and controversial past made him an easy target. However, as time passed, Trump's influence grew, reshaping the political landscape and forcing many to rethink their stance. J.D. Vance's transformation is particularly striking. Known for his memoir Hillbilly Elegy, Vance initially called Trump unfit for office and even compared him to Hitler due to Trump's divisive rhetoric. However, as Vance pursued political office, he realized the weight Trump's endorsements carried. His need for political survival and ambition led him to seek Trump's backing, turning him from a fierce critic into a staunch ally. Ellis Stefanik's shift from a moderate Republican to a vocal Trump supporter highlights another aspect of this phenomenon. Initially skeptical of Trump's policies and style, Stefanik saw her political fortunes change dramatically after aligning with Trump's during his impeachment trials. Marco Rubio's journey with Trump is equally notable, once calling him a con artist during the heated 2016 primaries. Rubio often criticized Trump's flashy lifestyle and controversial remarks, yet recognizing Trump's growing influence, Rubio gradually aligned with him. Tulsi Gabbard, a former Democratic congresswoman and presidential candidate, was once critical of Trump's foreign policies. However, she later left the Democratic Party, endorsing Trump and praising his leadership, especially on economy and military issues. Additional figures include Vernon Jones and Jeff Van Drew, who left the Democratic Party due to their support for Trump's policies. These stories illustrate how political ambition, public opinion, and Trump's influence reshaped many careers and alliances in American politics. The turning points for many Americans and politicians came from a combination of economic hardship, political frustration, cultural divides, and Trump's consistent messaging. One major factor was the growing dissatisfaction with the woke culture, where many felt that issues, the gender identity and extreme political correctness, were prioritized over everyday concerns. This alienated moderates who felt like Democrats focused too much on social justice while neglecting economic and security matters. Another factor was the emphasis on environmental and human rights policies that some believed hurt American workers. Many in industries like oil, gas, and manufacturing felt abandoned, turning to Trump, who promised to prioritize American jobs and reduce regulations. The internal battles within the Democratic Party, including disagreements between progressive and moderate wings, highlighted a lack of cohesive leadership. Many saw Trump as a stronger, more decisive figure. Additionally, the absence of compelling Democratic presidential candidates made Trump's return more appealing. Many voters, even former Democrats, feel like Trump's hands-on leadership and clear direction outweighed his past controversies. Since returning to office, Trump's focus on deregulation, economy recovery, border control, and law enforcement has further solidified these turning points, drawing more supporters who value action over rhetoric. Trump's direct, no-nonsense communication style, amplified by social media, forged an unbreakable bond with his base. He spoke directly to the people, often bypassing traditional media, which many of his supporters viewed as biased. This communication style made them feel heard and valued. Figures like Vernon Jones exemplified this shift. Jones, a former Democrat state representative, felt that the Democratic Party no longer represented his values, particularly on economic stability and law enforcement. His public endorsements of Trump highlighted how Trump's messaging resonated with those seeking strong leadership. Another example is Carrie Lake, a former news anchor who filled the media industry. Frustrated with what she called liberal bias, she found Trump's candidness refreshing and became one of his stronger supporters, echoing the sentiments of many Americans disillusioned with mainstream narratives. Trump's loyalty from his base is also driven by his perceived authenticity. Unlike many politicians who carefully craft their words, Trump's unfiltered approach, while controversial, gave him an air of honesty. Supporters believed he was saying what many thought but were afraid to express. Additionally, Trump's promises of economic revival, border security, and law enforcement resonated deeply with working-class Americans. His rallies, full of energy and direct interaction, further cemented this loyalty. Supporters saw him as someone who prioritized their concerns, from economic policies to national security, making them feel invested in his success. These examples show that Trump's power of loyalty is built on direct communication, addressing voter concerns and fostering a sense of belonging, which many felt was missing from other political figures. Donald Trump's presidency has been marked by intense criticism and numerous controversies. His brash personality, often seen as arrogant, combined with past scandals such as accusations of misconduct, multiple divorces, and business bankruptcies, made him an easy target for critics. His impeachment trials and inflammatory remarks about women, minorities, and immigrants further fueled public outrage. Yet, Trump's contributions cannot be overlooked. His administration negotiated historic peace agreements in the Middle East, cut taxes for millions of Americans, and reduced federal regulation to boost businesses. Since returning to office 3 weeks ago, Trump has focused on rebuilding international alliances, fast-tracking domestic infrastructure projects, and strengthening border security. The internal conflicts with Trump's administration highlighted the tension between loyalty and dissent. Many former officials, such as John Bolton and James Mattis, openly criticized his leadership style, describing it as unpredictable and chaotic. However, Trump supporters viewed his unconventional methods as a refreshing change from traditional politics. Criticism also stemmed from Trump's polarizing use of social media, where his unfiltered tweets often stirred controversy. Yet, this direct communication endeared him to supporters who felt he was bypassing biased media channels. His resilience in the face of criticism and his relentless focus on economic and national security issues gained him respect even among former detractors. In the past few weeks, Trump's administration has prioritized economic recovery, border control, and reducing bureaucratic red tape, reinforcing his image as a results-driven leader. This chapter highlights the complexities of Trump's political journey, where criticism and praise coexist, shaping his legacy in American politics. The shift of Democratic supporters to Trump signals a deeper political transformation rooted in economic hardships, dissatisfaction with progressive policies, and a yearning for stronger leadership. Many Americans, tired of rising inflation, high taxes, and what they perceived as a Democratic Party's focus on global issues over domestic needs, found Trump's America First policies appealing. Trump's work ethic and immediate policy implementation have reshaped campaign strategies. His ability to connect with the worker class through promises of job creation, deregulation, and strict immigration policies won over many former Democrats. Additionally, Trump's tough stance on international trade, his rejection of woke culture, and his opposition to extreme environmental regulations drew support from industries and rural communities. Politicians like Senator Tim Scott and Governor Ron DeSantis have also echoed Trump's policies shaping the future GOP landscape. This chapter illustrates how Trump's leadership style, political strategies, and focus on core voters' concerns have redefined the future of American politics, influencing campaigns, party ideologies, and voter loyalty for years to come. Trump's journey from being disliked to being embraced highlights how economic realities, political ambitions, and strong leadership can reshape opinions. As he embarks on his second term, his ability to maintain and grow this support will define the next chapter of American politics. One of the most talked about discrimination topics is gender. The recent decision to limit gender options to male and female is seen by many as a return to traditional norms rather than a rejection of diversity, equality, or inclusion. While this may spark debates among those questioning their identity or post-surgery individuals, the reality is that DNA tests show only two results, male or female. The restoration of social orders does not mean losing freedom, but ensuring structured freedom. Just like a class needs a disciplined leader to maintain order, a nation needs rules for development, prioritizing safety, especially for those living in border areas facing crime threats. It's crucial. While some illegal immigrants seek a better life, doing well, doing good, others bring crime, affecting jobs and safety. The disappearance of undocumented immigrant children raises concerns, including potential human trafficking. I value freedom and democracy, but recent years saw freedom of speech stifled. Many democratic ideas are admirable, but may be too idealistic for a world with opportunists. Change needs time and patience. Radical changes bring instability. Trump may seem radical to the left, but he is fulfilling the promises made to his voters. If you enjoyed this video, agree with my view, keep following for more, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.